Hello and welcome to Grimlight Games. I'm your host Grimmy, and today we're going to be going through all the submissions that we got for We Be Jammin' number 10, where the theme was One Man's Trash. So pretty excited to see what we've got going on here today. Got a few cool submissions from some of our veterans, and we've got a new submission from a new participant. So let's get right into it. All right, first up, we've got Trash Cash by Sanjeet. You are a trash collector. Collect trash by hovering a trash can over the trash. Can you get lucky and find real treasure amidst the trash? Earn $1,000 in-game to win. No AI was used in this game. No external assets were used in the game. All assets, art, music, etc., and code are original and built within the jam duration. All right, let's rock it out. Oh, I think I tried to maximize it too soon. We'll give it that loading second. There we go. All right, heck yeah. Okay, Trash Cash. Continue, new game. Options, quit. As always, we're going to test out our buttons first real quick. So, let's see what happens when we hit quit. Well, it definitely stopped the game. Reload. Now, that's probably not an issue with your code. That's probably the web browser having an issue with it. Okay, options. What do we got? As always, we love to see this. Music volume, sound effects, so we can adjust as is necessary. I tell this to everybody every single time. Get yourself set up with a very easy to implement options menu that you can throw in. This goes so far. And I mean, once you've kind of got that in place, right? Like it's pretty universal from game to game, so you can just kind of plug it and play it. You know, unless of course there's a very strict rule where something has to be 100% original. But an options menu, that's something you can definitely get away with. All right, new game. I have been picking trash as long as I remember. People think I am poor, but they don't understand. The thing they call trash is in fact quite valuable. As they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. There we go. The theme is right in the game. Gotta love it. I've found gold and rare artifacts. Not all trash is thrown. Sometimes people accidentally throw away something valuable. That is so true, and that's why there's all those successful shows like Storage Wars and American Pickers and stuff like that, where people go in and they dive into old storage units or people's barns that they haven't touched in years, and you can definitely find some treasure there. You could definitely also find a ton of trash, but even without those accidents, I can make decent money by selling trash for cash. Trash for cash. Love it. Let's see what we find today. Play. The amount of cash you have is represented on the top right. Here we go. This is going to show us where our cash is. The banana represents the energy you have. Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense, right? Because you got to eat to keep your energy up. The energy bar depletes with time. You don't have all day to pick up trash. Collect trash in the trash can. Hover your mouse over the trash, and that's it. Okay. The trash looks like this. Now go. All right, here we go. Boop, 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 boop. How long do I have to hover? Okay, so we got to hover for a few seconds at least. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, we get it all set up over. I only got one for that? Aw, sad. Make more cash, visit the shop. Ooh, all right. We don't have a lot of cash, but let's at least check out the shop. Trash damage. All right, I'm assuming when you hover over the trash, it takes some kind of periodic ticking damage, so that's probably going to increase that. We can increase the rate at which trash spawns. Cash for trash, so we can increase the amount we get paid. We can also decrease the health of the trash. More energy. Trash fade delay. Okay. Converts all leftover trash to cash. That's pretty cool. $20 for these, though. Auto collects one trash every 5 seconds. Nice. You can now find treasure. alongside trash. Okay, so we probably... This is going to be interesting to kind of figure out how we want to break this down, right? Because in incremental games like this, ideally, to get the best results, you're going to want to figure out how to maximize your time in game while also getting the most output. But these passives, man, I mean, especially like this one and this one, these are going to help out a lot. All right, let's get back to work. There we go. Oh, I see what was happening. The trash is fading out before I was able to get it. Oh, all right, okay. So let's... $3. Yeah, we don't even have enough to do that yet. Okay. Let's see if maybe we can get some trash. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move over to these two. I'm going to ignore the ones that have been spawned longer. Oh. There we go. Okay. Now... what do we want here? Probably some more energy to start. Totally forgot to start my timer. Do we have enough time to get this one? Come on, come on. Ah, yes, we got it. Only 1.5, though. All right, let's make some more cash. There we go. Okay, make more cash. Oh, crap. I meant to buy an upgrade there. Oh, this is great. We got 2 stacked right here. That's perfect. Ah, what a shame. Okay, let's increase our energy next, so that way we can stay in the game a little bit longer. Not going to be enough time, but looks like we might find... Oh, look at that! All right, so that was a little bit of an error there, but the good news is it benefited us, and those are my favorite kind of bugs, the ones that benefit the player. Let's increase the cash that we get. That should help out a lot. Come on, come on, come on. Get it. Let's see if we leave it there. Will we get it? Ah, we didn't get cash for that one. Okay, so I don't know why we were able to get that extra cash at the end there. All right, so we increased fade delay, we increased our time. Let's increase the damage so that way we can get it quicker. Oh yeah, that's much better. Nice, nice, nice. Look at that. Oh, that was the upgrade we wanted. Ha! All right, so again, not sure why we were able to do that, but let's do that. Oh, and we can get 5 more, huh? Well, we'll go with an energy increase there. Bam, look at that. Okay, looks like we need to increase how much trash is spawning now. So we'll increase the spawn rate. Let's also get a little more cash. We'll increase the spawn rate again. And you know what? Let's do more damage. I think we'll be able to just like kind of like touch them and yep, perfect. Look at that. We are making money now. Dang. Some more energy. More cash. More energy. More cash. Why not? More cash. I think we're going to be able to get one of these on the next one. So the cool thing, what I'm noticing here right out of the get-go, you've got a really good skeleton for an incremental game here. And what I mean by that, right? So with the upgrades that you've got going here, you know, maybe expanding the passive upgrades and whatnot to You have like a trash bonanza, like one spawns and then splits off into a whole bunch of other ones. I mean, you've got the auto collector, so that's perfect. But right now, we're not really running into an issue where we have any leftover trash, so this isn't going to benefit us. I don't know if we're really going to benefit from the auto collector either, because we're taking out the trash really quickly. So I think we're going to do this one, so that way we have a chance to potentially get some really lucrative things while we're in there. And now I think we're going to start working on increasing the spawn rate, fade delay, all that. Oh, look at that. Bam! Somebody threw away a golden chalice. Woo! Oh, wow, look at that. Yeah, we are. We are rolling in the dough. I also appreciate how it seems like we can just mouse over those expensive items without having to like do damage to them. Although I appreciate how we've got 4 decibels here. We're doing some stock trading here, not just straight up cash. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Let's just go with this, right? Because I mean, we've got so much money now, so we're gonna get trash spawning all over the place. Oh no. All right, so we are completely out of upgrades. Oh yeah, look at this. Boop, 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 boop. All right, okay. So that was really fun. Let's talk some notes about the game while we just kind of mess around with it in the background, right? So the first thing that I would mention, the scaling happens really quickly. I mean, we did just like completely demolish the game in under 10 minutes, which I mean, for a game jam game, that's great, right? Like we got start, we got middle, we got finish. We had progression. We were able to do that really quickly. But it almost seems like the build-up, right? The pacing's just a little bit off, in the sense that it started really slow, and then as soon as that snowball just trying to like just started rolling down that hill, it absolutely just crushed it. So that's definitely something that's challenging with incremental games, right? Like trying to figure out what the perfect pacing is going to be, so that way you can allow the player to feel rewarded in the early game, but then also give them that awesome dopamine hit as it starts to get towards the end, where you know things are just flashing on the screen, stuff's happening, and you feel like all your upgrades are very meaningful. So potentially one direction you could take is setting it up so in the beginning, either you've got more energy or the trash stays up a little bit longer, because that's what I'm really finding in the very beginning of the game is the hard point, right? Is that as you're trying to hover over trash, you almost don't even have enough time to get anything. Like, I mean, look at this. We got 50 cents at this point. Let's see, what else? What else? I mean, you've got all the really good pieces here. I think the other suggestion maybe that could give this a little bit more flavor is having some other little graphics for your trash, and then, you know, set it up on a random loop with what pops up. And then you could even adjust the cash value that you get for particular pieces of trash. And then as the player starts to realize what might be more valuable or less valuable, they can start, you know, picking and choosing where they're going to do that. And then the other thing you could consider is maybe even increase the spawn rate right out of the get-go, because I noticed that with the passives, right? The auto collector and the sweep at the end, they really didn't become useful, right? So when we look at what we've got here, so your passives are supposed to be those real cornerstone triggers that fundamentally change what's going on in the game. But with having these set to this low barrier threshold, I mean, just cranking out these upgrades gets you to the end of the game a lot quicker. So realistically, I think the only note for improvement I would say is pacing, right? Just pacing. Which, I mean, with incremental games, it's a challenge to do that. And I would encourage you, especially because I think you've dropped at least one other incremental game as you participated in our jams. So start to hone in on that formula And that's something that you can even do pen and paper too. Math, all that fun stuff. Yeah, because who wants to do homework when they're working on their jam game? But yeah, no, cute little game. Absolutely loved it. Nice job. Great submission. Definitely on theme. As far as functionality, technical execution goes, we really didn't run into any bugs. We didn't run into anything that broke the game or made it unplayable. The only bug that we really encountered was just that one that couldn't really seem to get it to replicate. I think it may have had to do with the time up screen, because it did seem like when our trash can was still a little bit visible, we did end up getting credit for that. But again, bugs that benefit the player, they're not going to complain as much about as bugs that make it so they can't play the game. So fantastic job. Thank you, Sanjeet, for another awesome submission to our game jams. All right, moving on to the next one. We have Ratty Trashers by Kisami. Okay. So it's a 2D resource management game where you play as a rat, collecting valuables from trash. How on brand, right? We often associate rats with trash and all that fun stuff. Which, if you've ever had a rat as a pet or known somebody who has a rat as a pet, they are incredibly intelligent creatures, and they can be kind of snuggly. Depends on if you handle them a lot when they're young, right? You have to get them used to that. Otherwise, they can be a little bitey. Growing up, my sister, she had rats, and they were really cool, really fun creatures to interact with. So we've got WASD for our controls. Arrow keys will also allow us to move, and left mouse button to click. All right, fantastic. Let's run it. Just gotta wait for that initial load. Use that moment to check the Discord real quick, see if anybody's chatting with us as we're going and getting down. Unfortunately, we did have to delay our stream by a day, so might not have worked out with everybody's schedule. So I do apologize for that. I'm feeling better today. Just had a really rough migraine yesterday, and I could not look at a screen any longer. It was not going to be a fun stream for me. And if it's not fun for me, that typically means my commentary is not going to be as useful. All right, Ratty Trashers. Look at that. Dream. Love it. We'll check out our settings real quick. Love to see it. All right, let's see what happens when we hit exit. All right, same thing. Game ends. We got to do the reload. But again, that's not a coding error for you. That's just how web browsers work with that. If we had a Windows application, it would just quit out. All right. There we go. I hit the right button this time. A wise rat once said, "One man's trash is a rat's cash." Brandon the Rat has successfully managed to drive out his competition. Help him collect enough resources to retire from this scavenging job. Oh, so this rat is in the rat race. Aha, I see. Okay, so at 500 shiny objects, we can officially retire. So it looks like we're looking for those. Got a couple different things up here. Not sure what they are yet, but I'm sure that we're going to get acquainted with it. Okay, so here we can move around. Nice. Collect resources. Collected resources will be reflected on the top right. Fantastic. Upgrades will help you speed up the progression. Retirement is locked until the criteria is met. Take your time and enjoy. Okay. Just got some boxes here. Oh, here we go. Some fizzy. Ooh, cheese. We love cheese. Oh. So, immediately, right out of the gate, the first thing I'd say is we probably want to zoom the camera out a little bit. That being said, the close zoomed in camera, it does kind of make you hunt around a little bit more. But if you're setting up like an incremental kind of progression game, although actually I don't even know if this is supposed to be incremental progression, it could just kind of be like adventure time, looking around. we definitely want to be able to see more, so that way we can kind of plan our routes out instead of just kind of wandering aimlessly. But then again, if the idea is for this to kind of be like just a cozy meander around, I could see the appeal of setting it up just so that way you're just kind of cruising around looking for stuff. Yeah, look at that. We got that. Um, the other thing that I'd say you could do, I mean, I'm checking it out. If you had like the trash cans and the boxes and stuff interactable, where you could kind of basically like rolling the dice, right? Like you scatter around in the trash, see if you can pull out anything. That could definitely be something that could add a little bit more to this, because it does look like we're probably gonna be wrapping this up pretty quickly. Nice. I am enjoying the background guitar riffs. And I think I read that all of the assets, including the music, is you. So if that's the case, nice job. You know, it's really tough being an indie game developer, because especially if you're working solo, right? You've got to wear so many hats. You know, sound design, art, code, um, game design, all of that fun stuff. Oh, look at that. We've got enough. We can, obtain 1,000 shiny objects. Oh, thought it said 500 before. Or if we go over the point, does it then just move to the next one? Well, let's see. We'll keep collecting until we get to 1,000. See what happens here. And then, of course, I guess the next question would be, right? What are these other resources for? My best guess is that you had intended to include some other things and probably just ran out of time. I could be mistaken, but, right? Okay, we have 1,000 shiny objects. We can retire now. Retired at last. Fantastic. Brandon's departure brought back all the rats. Following his footsteps, they still dwell in heaps of trash, hoping to strike gold. What a bunch of ratty trashers. Nice. So that was a cute little title. I had fun with that. Let's all right, so let's pop back in. We'll run the game in the background while we're talking about everything. But while we're talking, we're gonna reduce that just a bit. Okay. So yeah, just some notes. And again, I it could be that was the intention, right? Because it does seem like there's other things that we are collecting here. So if that wasn't the intention, then definitely that does leave you with some room to add more to this, right? Different things you can do with this. Like maybe you need the tools essentially to effectively dig through various cans, boxes, stuff like that. So that could be something that you could set up where, when you're collecting this trash on the ground, you're building this up, but then you have to spend some of that resource to then dig through the trash with the hopes of maybe finding something like this. And then, of course, you could have maybe the food is tied to the movement. So then again, that's going to make it so you want to plan your route much more methodically, which then would bring in that argument for, pulling the camera back a little bit further. So that way, you would be able to plan your route out a little bit smoother. So yeah, there's definitely some cool things. I could see ways you could expand on this, and you've got a pretty good skeleton here. And I'm digging the art here. I love this little rat digging around. Look at that, little head bob as he's moving. He looks very happy, and I love the gold chain. I love it. All right. Oh wait. Hey guys, there's an upgrade thing down there where you can actually spend these resources that I was just talking about. All right, that's on me. I didn't see it. Okay, so you do have a purpose for these resources. That totally makes sense, right? All right, cool. But so, all right, let's look at this for a second though. Sorry, pardon me. Let's here, I'm gonna reload it real quick just so that way we can actually look at that stuff again. So the other thing to note, right, with the upgrades, so we just get to spend one of each. So then again, that really does just kind of limit us to the same exact thing we were doing. Like, yeah, we can move around a little bit faster, decreasing the spawn area. That's going to bring everything closer to us. So potentially, maybe even reformat this system. The upgrades could maybe, build into what I was talking about by using these tools right here to dig through the various garbage cans. You could essentially then add in things, passive buffs and whatnot, where you spend some of the resource to get better odds, better chances of pulling stuff out of the various things. So that could be something that you could potentially do. Yeah, look at that. We've got a nice little pause button, so we can resume. We can restart. Yep, resets us there. Fantastic. Main menu. Everything works nice. Awesome. Okay. So I'd say, technical standpoint, everything worked perfectly. No game-breaking bugs. We were able to accomplish the goal, start to finish. Yeah, theme definitely on point. We are a rat collecting trash, finding treasure, and just trying to, get ours, right? So yeah, nice job. Very nice job. Loved it. Moving right along, we have a first-time submitter, and I believe this is their very first jam as well. This is a game by Matt Blah. It is a visual novel. We do like getting these from time to time. Definitely not my normal jam, but I do love to expand my horizons. And that's one of the reasons that I actually really, really do enjoy doing this, because not only, am I hopefully providing a safe space for independent developers to get their feet wet and really try and hone their craft, refine their skills and their technique, but it also puts me outside of my gaming comfort zone and exposes me to new things, which is really cool, and I do enjoy that. So let's see what we've got going on here. Cannery Road is a short narrative game about a teenage delinquent, an abandoned house, and a old BlackBerry phone. Oh, wow. Man, I haven't seen a BlackBerry in forever. They were the absolute pinnacle of I'm important. Nah, but BlackBerries were pretty cool back in the day. 2 endings, 1 choice, made for We Be Jammin' number 10. Let's run it. Oh, love the splash screen you got going on back here. Really cool. Ooh. All right, we're just going to sit here for a second and enjoy this really smooth piano track. Nice. All right. Import saves, export saves, download log, powered by RenPy. All right. Start, load, preferences. Look at that. We can change how everything goes. Nice. Always good to have a great menu. Nice work. Cannery Road version 1.0, made with RenPy. This program contains free software under a number of licenses. Nice. Okay. Okay, all right. So we've also got a little help menu that'll tell us what all the buttons do. Fantastic. All right, let's start this story. Some houses feel empty. Let's set it to auto. Others feel like someone just stepped out. This one feels like the second thing. 2:40 a.m. The street is quiet. Has been for weeks, according to the neighbor who doesn't know she's being watched. Riley stands at the side gate, a canvas bag over one shoulder. She's done this 11 times. She knows how long 11 times takes to become a habit. Lock's rusted. She says it to nobody. It's just something she does. Narrates the easy parts. Makes the harder parts feel smaller by comparison. The gate opens without a sound. The backyard is overgrown. A chair sits beside a dead plant like it's still waiting for someone to come water it. Sorry, I almost missed the line there, because I was looking at the image. I do like this filter that you're using over this. This is definitely kind of conveying an emotion, although I'm trying to pinpoint exactly what I'm feeling at this moment. With this nice kind of pink shade we've got going on here, it makes me feel almost happy, but the music in the background is making me feel like this has almost like a melodramatic feel to it, or like a bittersweet feel to it, right? Like maybe there's some nostalgia here, and it's rose tinted, right? But something's not right. Something's going on. There's some deeper feels here. The back door has a frosted glass panel. Sorry. She says that to nobody either. The glass gives on the second tap. Clean. Quiet. She reaches through, finds the handle, and steps inside. The kitchen smells like dust and something faintly sweet. Oh man, look at that backsplash. Old fruit, maybe? Or candles? Riley sweeps her torch across the room. The counters are clean. Dishes stacked and dry. A mug still sitting beside the kettle. She picks it up. There's a ring of dried coffee at the bottom. She sets it down carefully. More carefully than she needs to. The fridge hums. She opens it out of habit. Half a block of cheese, a jar of something, 2 beers. Okay. She closes it. The food bothers her more than it should. People clear out their fridges when they leave. This one wasn't cleared. The living room is full. Not hoarded full, like a life accumulated slowly and deliberately. Books on every shelf, spines creased from actual reading. A record player on a low cabinet with a record still on the platter. Riley tilts her torch to read the label. Yusuf Lateef. She doesn't know Yusuf Lateef. But something about a record left mid-play bothers her. She moves to the shelves. The books are organized by color, not subject. Blues bleed into greens, into yellows. It looks deliberate, considered, like someone spent an afternoon getting it exactly right. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. She pulls one from the shelf. Opens it. There's a name written inside the front cover. In careful, small handwriting. If found, please return to Joel Merritt, 14 Cannery Road. She's at 14 Cannery Road. Joel. She says the name like it's a question. She puts the book in her bag. The hallway has photographs. Riley moves slowly past them. A younger man, Joel, presumably, standing at the edge of something large. A canyon, maybe? Or a quarry. He's squinting into the sun and smiling. Another, the same man at a table with people who look like family. Christmas. Everyone's slightly awkward in the way families are. Another, just hands. 2 pairs, one older, one younger. No context. Riley stops at the last one. It's the same man, but closer. Taken by someone he trusted, the way you can tell by how relaxed a person's face is. He looks like someone she might have known. She can't explain why. Where did you go, Joel? She's not narrating anymore. The bedroom is the hardest room. It always is. A bed made with the corners tucked. A book on the nightstand, face down to save the page. A glass of water, evaporated to a white mineral ring. Riley doesn't touch the book. She opens the wardrobe. Clothes folded and hung. Good stuff. Some of it would sell. She starts pulling items out. A jacket, a belt, a pair of boots barely worn. She's filling the bag when she sees the box on the top shelf. Shoebox. Taped shut. Written on the side in the same small handwriting from the book. Do not. Just that. Do not what? She stares at it for a long moment. The house hums around her. The fridge, the pipes. Something's settling in the walls. She takes the box down anyway. Sits on the edge of the bed. Pulls the tape. Inside. Letters. Photographs. And sitting on top of everything else, a BlackBerry. The old kind, physical keyboard, rounded edges worn smooth. The kind of phone that hasn't been made in 15 years. The kind nobody keeps unless it means something. Huh. She turns it over in her hands. There's a micro USB cable coiled at the bottom of the box. She stares at it. She has a micro USB cable. Of course she has a micro USB cable. She has everything. She digs it out of her bag. Plugs the phone into the portable battery she carries for emergencies. Waits. The screen flickers. Then, a battery icon. Red. Almost nothing. Then, it boots. The wallpaper is a photo. Two people, Joel and a woman, somewhere cold. They're both laughing at something off camera. The kind of laugh you can't fake. Riley sits very still. The notifications load slowly. 187 unread messages. 43 missed calls. All from the same contact. Contact name is just her. Riley doesn't open the messages. She finds the note app instead. One note, pinned, no title. If something happens to me, tell her it wasn't her fault. She'll know what to do with the rest. Her number is in here. She's the only contact. Riley sits in the dark bedroom of a stranger's house, holding a dead man's phone that came back to life in her hands. She thinks about the coffee ring in the mug, the record left on the platter, the food still in the fridge. She thinks about the wallpaper photo, the way Joel was laughing, like someone who didn't know yet. 187 messages, 43 missed calls, all from one person who never got an answer. Riley looks at the phone. Oh, wow. Pocket it. It's just a thing. Make the call. Right now. I think I'd make the call. I'm gonna honor Joel's last wish. The number is right there. One contact. Her. Riley's thumb hovers over the screen. She presses call. Her own phone, not the BlackBerry. She's not completely reckless. It rings. It rings again. A third time. Someone picks up. Silence first. The kind where someone is deciding whether to speak. Then a voice, low, careful. Hello? Riley doesn't rehearse things. She just says what she has. I'm at 14 Cannery Road. I found Joel's phone. Silence. Then, very quietly, Is it still on? Yeah. It still has his wallpaper up. A long silence. The kind that has a shape. Don't go anywhere. Please. Riley looks around the dark bedroom. The made bed. The face-down book. The mineral ring where the water used to be. Okay. End. What one person discards, another might treasure. Wow. Wow. You did all the music for this too? Wow. And you actually used a song from Yusuf too. Fantastic. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, I gotta say, as far as visual novels go, that was really, really well done. I loved the fading from picture to picture. I loved the rose tint over everything. That definitely gave it this very surreal feeling. I felt something reading through that. I really did. I'm not just saying that to be kind. That was a well thought out story, and I kind of find myself, wondering like, well, who is Riley? Why is she in Joel's house? I mean, it sounds like this is something that she's done multiple times before. Is she a squatter? Is she somebody who, their job is to help clean out and go through deceased people's things if they have no living family? There's so many questions that I'd be very interested to know more about Riley, about this world that this story took place in. So, fantastic job. No technical execution errors. Everything ran nice and smoothly. Layout was really good. The music was fantastic. Very, very well done. It really helped set the mood and keep everything moving. I loved the use of visuals within everything and how it just moved from one to the next. So, very nice work, especially for your first jam, too. Great job. I hope you keep doing more. Don't stop. Keep putting your work out there. This was great. All right, guys. Next up, we're going to be moving on to Stranded at Tauri. This comes to us from Cherrybit Studios. And let's see what we've got going on. You are Slepet, an engineer of the Froggian Space Fleet. Nice. While patrolling, you were caught in a cosmic anomaly, which made your ship, the Green Hopper, crash on the Tauri planet. This planet, once home to an emerging race, is a big wasteland, a result of the failures of such race in achieving enlightenment. Scavenge and use your wits to repair your ship and escape this barren land. Stranded at Tari is my entry to the We Be Jammin 10 Game Jam. Sadly, I wasn't even able to scratch the surface of all the content that I wanted to add in the game, but I hope what I managed to add to it will be able to make you have fun. Game controls are shown in the game, but putting it here too. We can move left and right, we have a jump button, M for action, break resources, K, exit, expedition. Okay, alright. Welcome! You are Slebet, an engineer of the Froggian Fleet, but okay, we already read that. No resources. Build, craft, start expedition, repair, ship. Okay, so we don't have anything yet, so we can't really do anything with the build. Again, we don't have anything yet, so we can't craft. Ooh, outskirts, shallow cave, destroyed, chemical plant, locked. Ooh, all right, let's check out the outskirts first. Your inventory has limited space. Once it is full, return to the home base to deposit your gathered items. Okay, so K is how we get back and out. Awesome. Here we go. Oh, look, he's so cute. You can break this pile by pressing M. Oh, I can just hold it too. Okay, cool, cool, cool. We've got metal scrap. Ribbit. There we go. Some more metal scrap. So how do we know how big our actual inventory is? Inventory is full. Oh no. All right, I guess we're going back. Metal scrap, 6. Fantastic. So we can now make our workbench. Let's see. Basic pickaxe. We need metal scrap, metal plate, small backpack. Okay, we can make metal plates. Okay, okay. So let's go into the outskirts again. Oh, good. I do enjoy that it is procedural, so the levels do apparently change. Fantastic. Let's see if we can hit both of these at the same time. We can. Look at that. All right, so we know we can only hold 6. So as soon as we have 6, there we go. We'll head on back. Furnace, short range antenna. All right, we're not going to do that yet. Let's craft. We want to get a backpack first. So we're going to need 2 metal plates and 2 bolts. I'm assuming the backpack is going to give us more more inventory room. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. I don't think I need the basic pickaxe yet because we're kind of tearing through the scrap pretty easy. But for metal plate, we need 2 metal scrap, 2 coal. We need a furnace for that. Okay. So, oh, we need stone. I'm going to assume we'll find stone in a shallow cave. Oh, we need a pickaxe to break it. Okay. Okay, so we do need the pickaxe. So let's do it. Oh, that was interesting. It started inside the wall. Good thing we were able to move through it, though. So just a slight little glitch, but it wasn't a glitch that interrupted gameplay. It didn't break the game, so that's good. Coal. Got 5 coal. Well, at least we'll be able to bring back 1 stone, or is this also coal? That is also coal. Here we go. We'll go back to the shallow cave. All right, this is probably going to be a rock. Yeah? Yeah. That's our stone. All right, let's just get stone this time. So we're going to ignore this coal. Burp, 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 burp. I don't know why I just this chump. It's adorable. I love it. And I like my little helper bot here. Oh, okay. So there was no more stone, so we're just gonna go ahead and fill up on some coal then. All right. We need 10 stone for the furnace. Oh my goodness. I can't really do anything until we get that, huh? All right. Well, back to the shallow cave we go. Oh, we need more stone. Let's focus on the stone first, and if we can't fill up on stone, then we'll come back for the coal. Look at that. I think we're going to be able to fill our bag with stone this time. Fantastic. Oh, we are full again. Okay. Nope, we want to build. Build that furnace. Okay, we have our furnace now. Great. So, we need 2 metal plates. We can make 1. All right, so we can just make 1. So we need metal scrap and we need coal. Do we need any more rocks? I don't think so. That makes 2 bolts? All right, we may as well do that then. So then we only need 1 more metal plate. For scrap metal for the antenna. Okay. Repair ship. Ah, here we go. Okay, so that's going to take quite a bit of resources. So let's go hit the outskirts. Get some more metal scrap. And look at that, we're full. Okay. Oh, good. We can actually see what we have up here. I just noticed that. I like this little thing in the background, too. Little animation like, oh, we're just hanging out by the broken ship. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, yeah, we can see our furnace. We can see our workbench right there. Cool. Okay, so this does update with the things that we get. I just noticed that. Go. We'll load up on coal this time. That should allow us to get our next things. We're going to ignore the stone because we don't need none of that. Fantastic. Okay. We need another metal plate. Why can't we do the backpack? Metal plate. Oh. Did I do something with the other metal? I did? Oh, the bolt takes one metal plate. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. So now we've got a backpack. Great. So now we can hold 10 things. Fantastic. So we still need the short-range antenna, 4 metal scrap, 1 metal plate. So we'll definitely go get some more of that. We have 8 coal, so probably good for now. It started in the wall again. But again, it's okay because it does not break the game for us. And unfortunately, I don't even think I can give you any, like, tips on procedural generation because, believe it or not, I actually have not dived into procedural generation myself. Oh, that's a shame. We can hold 10 items, but there aren't even 10 items to get. So that might be something to consider if you build out more in this. Make the levels a little bit bigger so that way, you know, when you do eventually unlock the extra inventory space, you don't run into that issue right there where you're like, well, I'm not full, but there are no more resources here. Okay, we need a metal plate for that. So let's make 1 metal plate. Now let's build our antenna. But with the antenna, I now can boost my sensors, and I found new areas for us to explore. Look at that, he's got a little antenna now. Fantastic. Okay, to repair the ship. For our landing gear, we need 8 bolts and 4 metal plates. So let's make our bolts first. All right, so we're going to need more coal. We need more metal scrap. Oh, I can build an even bigger antenna? So does that mean there's going to be another thing that we can check out? Something tells me I don't want to touch that. Woohoo! Oh boy, let's see. Can we get this? I think we'll be able to clip it if we jump. Yeah, look at that. Whee! Okay, good. So it looks like this one's definitely going to have more metal scrap for us to pick up than the other level. Is there anything other than metal scrap, or is it just metal scrap? Well, we're going to keep exploring to find out. All right, we are full. Great. Now let's go back to the shallow cave so we can get some coal. Here we go, and that makes 10. Okay. I'm not going to mess with that yet. All right, so landing gear, we still need 8 bolts and 4 metal plates. Let's go ahead, craft some bolts. It's going to make 2. That should be 6, and there's 8. Okay, so we have our 8 bolts. Do we need bolts for anything else? Of course we do. We need a ton of bolts and a ton of metal plates. Holy guacamole. All right, so that's going to be 30 bolts total. We're at 14, so we need metal scrap and coal. So let's go to the destroyed chemical plant, because that definitely seems to have more scrap. Ah, I missed the edge of it, so I only got one. What a shame. Oh, look at that. Scrap bonanza. Uh-oh. Hey! Hey! Go. One more ought to do her. Please have 2. Please have 2. Just 1. Oh, RNG, you are my enemy. Good. All right, so that's 10 metal scrap. Let's go grab some coal. I do wish that the interaction key was a little bit closer than the M key, just because I'm finding that I have to take my my hand off of the WASD to get to it. Which, I mean, I guess technically I probably could just do 2 hands on the keyboard until it's time to leave. And then I can just switch back to the mouse to actually click. Although, actually, let's see if we can do this completely with the keyboard. No, we can't. Okay. So, yeah. From a control standpoint, if you're going to force the player to utilize both the mouse and the keyboard, ideally, you want to figure out how to set up your function keys all around the WASD so it's much easier for the hands and the fingers to get to what you need. You know what I'm saying? Bolts. Burp, burp, burp. How many we're at? We're at 20. We need 10 more. 2, 4, 24. All right, so we'll do another quick run. And then this should be the last one. So we're coming up on our 10-minute mark. Oh, dang. I only got 1 from both of those nodes, huh? I guess that was scrap that was junk. Unusable. Got 24. Oh, need coal. Herp. Give me that coal. I do appreciate that the resources aren't spawning inside of the wall tiles. So that's good. Man, this game definitely could use some sound effects and some background music. I mean, I definitely understand and respect the fact that you ran out of time with all the stuff that you wanted to do, because this looks like a very ambitious project. And I will say, just since this is your second entry that I've seen into our jams, I think the critique that I would give you that might be the most helpful is you have so many good ideas and your execution is really good. I think it might behoove you to start trying to pare down the scope right out of the gate. Really just start with the simplest. Just really nail down that game loop and then start building out from there, just because, again, this is the second time that I'm seeing this. You execute incredibly well, but I think what you're running into, right, is it's that scope creep, right? You've got this really good idea for a game, you've got this framework, but there's all these little bells and whistles that you want to put in, and then eventually, I mean, these are 10-day jams, right? So there's only so much you can do in 10 days, but part of the reason that we do these tighter windows for development, right, is to help train that skill to just focus on the execution of the simplest idea and then to start branching it out from there. So if I could give you just one critique that I think might be beneficial to you, is just that. Start trying to rein in your scope a little bit quicker right out of the get-go. Because again, this is an amazing game. This is a really cool idea. There's so many cool things going on here. But it falls a little flat just because it's missing some of that flavor that, let's say if instead of building out the destroyed chemical plant, you fleshed out the outskirts and the shallow caves just a little bit more because you already had them situated and set. That probably would have left you with enough time to get some of that extra little flavor and juice in there that would really help this pop a lot more as a jam submission. So that's where I would go from there. But other than that, technical execution, everything worked really well. There were no game-breaking bugs. We did encounter those issues where on starting the level, we would sometimes spawn inside of a wall. But again, the way you had it set up, that wasn't an issue, right? Like, yeah, it looks a little jarring to the eye because you're like, oh, look, I'm in the wall. But then as soon as you move or jump out of it, like, you're fine. It doesn't interrupt the game at all. So those are bugs that we don't really get too upset about. I would say theme, very on point. And yeah, nice, awesome little submission. Really enjoyed that. Definitely keep up the good work. Just like Minimine, this is definitely a game that if you put it in the oven a little bit longer, you'd have a really cool little game here that you could put up, put it out there. So definitely would highly recommend that. Great job, nice work, loved it. Man, this is awesome. All these submissions have just been absolutely fire this time. Now, we're moving on to The Masked One. Always get some really fun submissions from the Masked One. Some really interesting humor that I appreciate. So let's check out what we've got going on here. Well, I'm hurrying this. Hello, this game is made for We Be Jammin. This game was made by me, sounds are from Pixabay.com, and the game idea was made by my girlfriend. Hey, collaboration, nice job. Fun little fact, my wife helps me pick the themes for our jams sometimes if I find myself running into a situation where I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to announce a theme and I haven't thought of one yet and I don't have a good idea. And she'll throw something out there and they've been pretty good. Yeah, believe it or not, some of the jam themes that you guys have participated in, those were all her idea. So love the collaboration. Fantastic work. It's always great when you have a significant other who supports what you do, whether it's your career, whether it's a hobby. It's really nice to have somebody in your life that supports you in that regard. So awesome, fantastic, love to see that. WASD, that's how we can move. We can also do arrows. Ooh, on mobile joystick. Ooh, so we could play this on our phone. Fantastic. E to interact, Q to drop. Okay, bye. Fantastic. Let's see what we got going on. Trashy Beach. Look at that. We got the sound of the rolling waves in the background. Nice settings. We can control our volume. Love to see it. Quit button quits the game. Love it. Okay. Continue. New game. Well, we can't continue because we haven't played yet. Oh, hang on. I'm sorry. I forgot to do one other thing first. I just saw it at the last second. The credits. Everything else. The Masked One. Game idea. Oh. You are just too sweet. Fantastic. I hope your girlfriend knows just how much she is loved, because this is fantastic. Nice work. All right, let's play. Choose character. Do I want to be this guy, or do I want to be this, I'm assuming, gal? We're going to play this guy. I identify a little bit more. Oh, wow. All right, not going to lie. Based on the splash screen, I was not expecting these kind of graphics. Like, for a jam, especially throwing together pixel art, this is really nice. I love the shadow, the shading. You can see everything is following the exact same light line. This is a really nice touch, attention to detail. I love how you've animated the water. This is fantastic. Look, you've even got the little ripple where the waves are crashing onto the shore. Nice, nice work. Fantastic. All right, so this is us. We're just chilling on the beach. Do, 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 do. Look at that. We got our little footsteps coming behind us. What do we got? Oh, okay, we can stack. Fantastic. We love stacking. Although I gotta say, I'm not actually sure what our objective is. Are we just cleaning up the beach? 50? 50? What does that mean? All right, we have $10. What are you doing? You just chilling? Chilling with your nice beach hat? Okay. Sell. Is this where I sell stuff? Ah, look at that. Okay, we're gonna sell you our trash. Is that an ocarina? Whoa! Whoa! Okay, all right, cool. We've got a little bit of extra going on here too. Fantastic. Love it. There we go. Okay, all right. Do 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 do. So is this guy is he buying our beach garbage? Is that what's going on here? He must be. Look at that. It's popping up right over his head. Okay. So we have successfully cleaned the beach. $50 for whatever that is. $100 for that. That's it there. All right, let's see what's going on. Buy. All right, I'm assuming this is going to take us out of this menu. Yep, sure does. Okay. Yeah, it looked like a power button. Just had to be sure. Trash.exe. Trash is not responding. That's kind of funny. A sand scoop. Well, that's the only thing we can buy with the money, so I'm assuming that that's probably what we're meant to do. Is that now with our sand scooper, we're going to go comb the beach. Oh, look at that. They dropped off our sand scooper. Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. Oh, that is clever. That is really clever. Oh, geez, it's just picking up everything. Let's see if we can scoop up more stuff as we head over here to sell. Let's not accidentally sell our scooper. So if we accidentally sell the scooper, that'll probably be the last thing we do. Because without enough money to buy another one, we'd kind of be... okay, looks like 6 is the maximum we can carry of that. Let's pull up some more stuff. See if we can pick up more stuff. We pick up more cans. Trying to maximize. Let's see, is 6? Yeah, it looks like 6 is the max in general. See if we can pull up some more bags. Ooh, look at that. We got another one of those, I'm just going to call it an ocarina. I don't know if it actually is. The shark ate again. He's a hungry boy, isn't he? This is a nice little relaxing game. The stress is really low. I like that. I wonder if we can buy more inventory space. Because that's definitely the next thing that I want to do. Let's go check it out. What is... I'm still kind of curious what that is, because it looks like it's a dig spot or something. Let's go check out our online market again real quick. All right, a crab cage. Or a towel. All right, we're not going to do that yet. We'll see about maybe getting the crab cage next. And also, I think it would behoove us to do our scooping closer to the blanket. Look at that, got another ocarina. And we figured the crab cage, that was like 25, right? We should have enough for that now. All right, we've got a crab cage now. Oop. I hit the escape key. Do we just leave it on the beach? And maybe it picks up a crab? I guess we'll find out. We'll leave it be for now. Oh no. What happened to my scooper? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. That might be the end of it. Unless we can... Uh-oh. Let's see if it gave us another one. I don't think it will, but... Oh, look at that. Okay, we're not... Looks like we're not SOL. We have a crab we can sell. Oh, look at the... Ooh, crabs are worth some money. Hey, so you know what we're gonna do? We are gonna become fishermen instead of beachcombers. Now we wait. Hey, look at that. Ah, 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 ah. Fantastic. We're gonna get another one. This is the way to be. You know, why pick through garbage when we can just be fishermen? I think that may not entirely be the point of the game, but I noticed this one has not captured a crab yet. So maybe only one works at a time? I may have just wasted a whole bunch of money. But we're going to get $50 and we're going to check out that sign over there on the left as soon as we get another crab. So let's... Oh, I was going to say let's just sit back and enjoy the sound of the waves. Oh. Oh, it eventually breaks. Okay, so maybe that means one of these two will start working now. Alright, so I guess I'm not completely up... Did he just... Was that the crab that I just... Did you just throw the crab that I sold you into the water to feed that shark? Like, did you really just do that? Oh. Oh my. We have more beach to explore. And now the shark is landlocked. Oh, poor shark. How come these two aren't catching crabs? Does it have to be right on the water? Let's see. We'll give it a second. Relax to the sound of the beach while you wait. Okay. We successfully lost our scooper. We have apparently fished all of the crabs out of the water. So any ecologists out there, I am so sorry. We are apparently completely destroying this ecosystem. But that means... oh, you know what? Since the crab cage seemed to have durability, maybe that's what happened. Maybe we just ran out of... Gosh, I did it again. We just ran out of whatever the durability was on our scooper. That's probably what happened now that I think about it. That makes sense. Wait. What? The cage is back? Hold on. What? What? But the crabs still aren't spawning. Let's see if maybe it just has to, they have to be on the new beach area. Just kind of drop those off. Oh, yeah, we're finding some new stuff. Love it. All right, well, we're just going to keep pulling up stuff until this thing breaks. Although maybe maybe it didn't even break that first time. I don't know. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see. What do we think that's worth? I know these things seem to be worth a lot. Let's get rid of that. Let's pick that up, whatever that is. Good. Now we can just kind of pick up just the stuff that we want to pick up. Well, at least till we have, you know, the maximum amount. Oh, hey, look at that. We do have more. All right, okay. Look at that. The crab population did come back. We're not terrible people. But my cage is gone again. There we go. All right, we're just going to do one more round of this. So we've got $163. I want to buy the towel. I want to see what happens. I mean, obviously, I'm assuming that we're just going to expand the beach in the other direction if we buy that other sign. So, oh, just noticed. Is there a slide bar? There is a slide bar. Faster by 1.1. Become faster. Okay. Towels for visitors. So people are going to come visit my beach? Oh. What? Okay, cool. So he's just chilling. What's up, guy? How you doing, bud? You having a good time at the beach? Nice. All right, cool. So we did run into some very slight technical issues where our beachcomber just seemingly disappeared at one point. Maybe that was because it has durability. Then we had the disappearing crab crates, but those seem to be doing fine now as well. Okay, that definitely has to have durability. That must be it. All right, so that's not a technical issue. That has durability. However, the disappearing crab cages are a little peculiar. He really does. He throws the crabs in. Dude, is that your pet shark? Like, are you just buying food from me? That must be it. All right, anyways. So as far as technical execution, everything really worked pretty good. There's just some very minor issues with the crab cage. Obviously, our beach scooper was working as intended. Love the art style. I think your representation of pixel art here was fantastic. I love the shading. I love the little bit of detail. It was wonderful, fantastic. And of course, you know, always throwing in that little bit of humor there where we can buy a towel, which is completely useless, but at least this guy has a good time, right? And then, of course, every time we give a crab to this guy, he throws it to the shark. So I'm guessing he's feeding his pet shark. Nice submission. Fantastic job. Thank you so much. As always, it's a pleasure to play your games. So, hey, guys, that is all of the submissions that we have for We Be Jammin' number 10. But that being said, we do have a little special treat. And by a little special treat, I mean this is a special treat for two of our members, Sanjit and Kisami. They participated in the GameDev.tv Game Jam 2026. So we're going to play through their game and we're going to kind of give it the same little treatment, see what project that they were able to work on together and submit for this Game Jam. So this is a crossword game where you connect letters to form words. Use hints wherever possible and fill the crossword to reveal your grandma's final message. Oh, Nana's a little bit of a cryptic, huh? Okay, all right. We're going to bust out our little Debbie decoder ring and figure out what's going on here. Drag mouse to connect letters. Okay, fantastic. Let's do it. Just gotta wait for that initial load. Nice. I'll turn the music down just a little bit. Again, this is why the settings menu is so important, guys. It came in a little bit loud, but guess what? I can just turn it down. I can just turn it down. How cool is that? Got a little letter up here. The final message. We're not going to test the exit button. I trust it works. It has been a week since Grandma passed away. Mom found this envelope in Grandma's room, which had my name on it. Oh. If you are reading this, I have already left the world. We used to spend all day playing and solving puzzles. So Grandma left us one last puzzle. Oh, you cheeky, cheeky gal. Fantastic. You grew up and eventually left the house. I have one final message for you, but you need to find it on your own. For every crossword puzzle in the envelope, you will get one word. Okay, okay. Good luck, grandchild. Look at this. Okay, so we've got what appears to be 15 different crossword puzzles to get through. And each puzzle we solve is going to help us figure out what Grandma wanted to tell us. Okay, 1, 4, 100. So I'm assuming this is going to like take some kind of currency. So we can do something like, oh yeah, we have to drag. That's... Oh, okay. Yep, like that. Gotcha. Yes. Yes. We've got C. And that must be easy. Fortunately, I'm kind of a crossword genius. Just kidding. But you know. Okay, we've got lap. We've got pan. We've got pal. Something that ends in a P. Must be nap. And then we've got something that ends in an N. Plan. All right. I bet these are going to get a little bit harder as we go. Maybe even introduce some new letters. I like this setup right here, just having the wheel and then being able to connect the oop, we're not going to do a WT. We're going to do west, though. And then we're going to do... So... Set, wet, and stew. Fantastic. Grandma's message, sad. Why is Grandma sad? Oh, they're probably other ones. Hold on. Can we actually see what the whole message is yet? No, not yet. Oh, we're gonna skip through this. Oh no! Oh no, I lost my progress? Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Don't. Okay. So I wasn't paying attention to that at 4, so now we've got that. So don't be... All right, and that was sad. Okay. Oh, and stew. There we go. All right. Don't be sad. Ah, here we go. Now we're getting into some difficulty. Fantastic. What? There we go. Extreme. Met. Me? No. M. What is this? M. Oh. No? No, we can team. No? Term. There we go. This one's throwing me for a bit of a loop. Oh, good. Okay, fantastic. You added a button to jumble everything up. Good, 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 good. That is very helpful. Nope. No, no treks, huh? Oh, here we go. Meter. There it is. We don't have an I. Hmm. Did we already do Tex? We did Trex. That wasn't it. But it feels like it should be, right? TRE... Trem? I don't think that was a word. Mirror? There we go. What do we got going on here, though? ER. So it could be ER. It could be EX. But it's not Trex. We've tried that. Just for GPs. Let's just... Okay. Let's jumble it up again real quick. All right, I'm just kind of trying random, Wait. No way. I'm such a dummy. Don't be sad that. Oh. Oh, would you look at this? Oh, okay, where? Yeah, dang, we are getting into some big ones now. Okay. Cake. Care. Rake. Race. Ace. Oh, I honestly assumed that was going to be ace, so it must be... Oh, R. Car. We have another three-letter. Okay, what's another three-letter that we haven't done yet? Ah, here we go. Oh, there's another one. Well, that being said, we also have rear. Rar. We already did car, right? Yeah, it's right there. K. A. Kick? Nope. Ack? No? Ah. All right, let's see. Well, let's work on some of the other ones. So we've got... R-E... C... Oh, no, it couldn't be that. So it has to be R-A... Oh, racer. How about a four-letter down? Oh. Aha! I do wish that I could zoom this out instead of just scrolling it around. But it's that's a very small little like, oh, I wish I could do this. Like, it doesn't really take away from the game. This is a personal preference for me. All right, so let's see if we can figure out this corner here. 4 letters, starts with A. Did we already do this one? Oh yeah, we did. Okay. Hmm. No. R A. Oh, I don't think we did that. We did not. Okay, so starts with A, ends with E. Hmm. A R C E? A. No, it has to end with E. A C. Acre. Oh my goodness. Herp. Okay. Great. Awesome. Okay, we're moving on to this. We're still missing a 3-letter word. Car? Did I do rack? I did not do rack. Okay. So, did we do ear? It's not R, but the second letter is R. Ace, car. We've already done that. Huh? Huh. Oh my gosh, it's arc. No, it's not arc. Huh. The heck is it? Hmm. Alright, let's use a hint. Very nice. Okay. A long and distinct period of history. Oh my gosh, how did I... Good hint, good hint. Okay, so now we've got C, 2 letters, A. Hmm. C. Alright, I'm only going to let myself struggle with this for like 60 more seconds, because we're coming close to our 15-minute mark. Let's just mess these around again. Gosh darn it. I wish there was a place I could see the whole message without resetting my progress, because now I spent so much time on that, I kind of forgot what Grandma was trying to tell me. We do have 3-letter words. Let's try cat. Yay, cat worked. How about tar? Nope. Here. Wow, really? Care? Okay, that one did go. Good. What if we tear? No? I guess we're not messing with scales. Nope. Well, I guess we have cheat. I was thinking cheater, and I was like, wait, there's no other E. But we do have cheat. Okay. We still haven't found the big word, and it starts with C. Character? Nope. Character! Haha! So three-letter word ends with R. Did we already try ear? We did. Rar. Did tar. Car. Wait, I thought I did car. I guess I didn't. What about... Really? But care. Like, that would fit right perfectly there. Hmm. Char? Oh, that's why, because we already have care. Did we do race? Okay, not race. What about... rat? Nope. Well, we don't have any three-letter words, so it couldn't be rat. R... Alright, we're going to play for 60 more seconds, see if we can get these last couples. I do love the music in the background. It's definitely helping. Alright, let's go ahead and get a letter here. C... No. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. Alright, something that ends with a T. Four-letter word. We already did cart. We only have one T, so we can't do tart. What about heart? No? Well, I guess we're looking for four-letter words. One that starts with an R and one that ends with a T. Let's get another letter here. Alright, R... Did I not do rare? I thought I did. Huh, I really thought I did rare. Okay. Alright, four-letter word, ends with a T. Ah, I got it. Nope, that's not... Earth is a five-letter word. Well, I mean, heart is an old word for a stag. We already have cart. Let's get another letter. A-T. Crat. Chat. Oh my gosh. Hey, chat. Can you help me figure out that word? Am. Okay. Awesome. Hey, did that just reset it? So if I hit this... It's unfortunate that our progress doesn't get saved. Okay. So, let's dissect this a little bit. So, first and foremost, absolutely adorable little game. I love puzzle games. I love crosswords. I used to do crosswords a lot. I haven't in a long time. You know, only one of the very few ways I can flex my English degree that's doing absolutely nothing for me. But from the technical execution... everything worked out really well. The only minor little thing I would have said is I wish I could zoom out, but again, that's a personal thing. That's not really going to affect the gameplay or anything at all, right? That's just a personal preference. I will say though, I'm sad that I can't go back. Like I can't pick up where I left off, right? So it's like I got to go all the way through in one go. So I say for technical execution, that's the only little hiccup there. The music's really nice, the peaceful, soothing music in the background while you're working on a puzzle. It's like, an easy Sunday morning, right? You're sipping your coffee, you're doing the crossword. I loved it, right? It had that nice nostalgic feel to it. So, fantastic work. Nice job, guys. Really good submission. I hope, can still rate it? Oh, voting is still going on? Oh, heck yeah. We're gonna drop you guys a little. Oh, no, you're unable to rate because you did not submit your own. But anyways, yeah, nice job, guys. Great little crossword puzzle. I love how there was, even a point to it, right? Like you're solving the puzzles to get another puzzle, right? It's a puzzle within a puzzle. Puzzleception. Fantastic work. Nice job. All right, guys, that is going to do it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hope you had a blast. Hope you had an awesome time checking out the cool projects that the devs in our community put together for We Be Jammin' number 10. As always, you guys absolutely blew me out of the water. Every submission had something super special about it. Lots of personality. It was an absolute pleasure. I mean, look at this. We rated what, 5 or 6 games, and we're almost going on 2 hours. So you can clearly tell I was enjoying myself, right? Because obviously I wouldn't have gone this long. But yeah, thanks so much for your submissions, guys. Hope you were able to pull out some really good notes from this, and thank you so much. Man, I haven't done my outro in so long. I'm like stumbling over, like, what do I do? So for any of you aspiring indie devs out there who might be watching this, please come join us in our Discord. We do these jams almost every month. We try to do them monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly, depending on, what my schedule ends up being, because this is a little side project for me. But it's one that I have so much fun doing, and I've had so much fun watching these developers grow from their very first submissions to where they're at now. You guys are knocking it out of the park. Like, really, it's fantastic to see each of your progress from the beginning to now, and how you really started to grasp further fundamentals of game design. Not just honing your skills for coding and art and sound development, but also really, really exercising and flexing your fundamental understanding of game design. So it's just been really cool. Thank you guys so much. Without you, I wouldn't be here doing this. I wouldn't have a reason to do it. So hey, I'm Grimmy, this is Grimlight Games, and this was We Be Jammin' number 10, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.